Hello everyone! Welcome back. Another episode, Potato Land. Another week and some things to get to, perhaps. I'm not sure, but I'm trying to keep this one short and entertaining and to the point. I think sort of new week's resolution. Let's try and make all these as easy to understand as possible. A little bit of flaw in my previous work. At least this problem is beginning or has begun to arise at some point, and I'd like to, just tamper down the ununderstandability / boringness stuff that seems to continuously crop up. I would hope to say that it's not for lack of, however you put that sentence together, passion. But, I say that because I am still concerned, how is everybody doing? How I would want to know, is everybody doing okay? Are you doing as good as I am or better? That would be great. It would be nice to hear. Because, I don't know, I suppose I'm supposed to talk about getting into things. I'm supposed to talk about... And last week I didn't quite mention anything about it, realizing that we were about to dive into Memorial Weekend. Do we have anything to say here? I'm trying not to look at my notes up to, I suppose this is stage right. My notes, which are stage right. I'll give you an example of me flashing a quick glance at them. All right, here it goes. Boom. But not gonna look. For principle's sake, we like to try and do this vlog stuff. Wouldn't everybody? Off the cuff. Wow, there you go. I finally said it instead of off the top of my brain, off my dome. I finally used that phrase correctly. It feels so nice. So if I'm able to do one, then so are you. And that's sort of the point here. Start your own vlog. We're not obviously calling this stuff anything it doesn't need to be called. It's really just an old-fashioned blog. Are they old-fashioned at this point? I believe at least it's debatable. Where was I going? Memorial Day weekend? I don't know. I mean, how much is there to talk about? It's like talking about yourself. And I suppose this is a little bit of a vlog, at least up front, trying to do a bait and switch on you and follow up with entertainment for the last 75%. My Memorial Day weekend was different. And how was yours? I hope you did something different. Excuse me for the stomach bubbles that need to sometimes come up here. I ate one big meal today, and it was meatball marinara sauce, all, mashed up into a sandwich, all smushed into a sandwich. So, brought my handy water. What does new mean? I don't know. Again, do you guys really care to hear about stuff like this? But I suppose I went to a new place. It wasn't outdoors, which it should probably be. So it doesn't count, right? So I don't have to talk about it? Okay. All right. And I hope your Memorial Day weekend has gone well also. And I'm trying to think. I'm sure this one is about the warriors, wounded warriors, injured warriors, and deceased warriors that have passed, right? Yeah, so blah, 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 but it's a vlog. I should at least address the part where, there is some history involved too. I don't know. Should I? Doesn't matter, does it? Shut up and move on. Oh, oops. So I think that pretty much covers everything. I remember the last thing I would want to talk about, and maybe we can just sort of, again, run with the ball, get the ball rolling if possible. But the last thing I would want to talk about is I'm a bit excited. Does it really matter, or does anybody want to hear about sports? So I suppose this should be quickly said, and I'll get through it in less than a paragraph here. But I'm a little bit of a basketball fan, and I'm stuck between the city of LA and maybe the city of Denver, where my dad's family comes from. I suppose I can like Phoenix if I want to. Not really an option for me. If you ask me, my mom's part of town. But, hi Mom. But, not that she's watching. But hey, she might be my mysterious subscriber. The rest of you, I know roughly whereabouts you may have come from, but yeah, so I don't know how to put this, but essentially the Lakers have lost in the first round this year, and that just means LeBron's first time. LeBron James's, it's his first time losing in the playoffs so soon, and so you could argue this is the beginning of the downside slope, the downside of his career. You could argue it at this point now, at least it can be an argument. I mean, and so and I'm not sure if I'm happy or upset about it, or just in the middle. But essentially, we have that recent basketball celebrity who passed away, who used to run this town in terms of basketball anyway, in terms of all eyes on him. And I just feel that LeBron James could have done a better job. Sorry if I keep using his last name, but I don't know the guy. So if he could have made a stronger effort in terms of, let's say, I was going to look this up before I started the show because I don't know whether he said this before he was a Laker or not, for sure. But I believe before he was a Laker, he said he was the best player ever. That's not going to win you a lot of LA fans. I don't know. I think if anything, you know, Los Angeles fans arguably are the most sensitive. That's just the weather and stuff. I'm making fun of my whole town here now, but if you can even call it my town. But let's not get into my whole upbringing and all that stuff. But and you know, I would love to address it at one point, just and finally just move on, essentially. But so torn between whether I should be a Nikola Jokic fan or a Steph Curry fan, that would be Northern California, or if I could be like a LeBron or probably more likely Anthony Davis fan. You know, maybe he sticks around for a while or something. I don't know. And that's the thing is, I like the hard workers, and we're moving into, it seems to be, to finish up this little paragraph, and by little I mean entirely, taking up an entire page, it seems to be that we're moving into an era of not only do you do the hard work, but you have to emotionally care for all of your teammates. And by that, I mean, how's the kids? How's your family? You know, how's things going? Not just how is it going, I mean. And I don't know if that's a better era or not. Seems like if my lip is sticking to my teeth, then time for another sip here. This is just water, guys. Drink your water. So that's all. Just interesting that it might be, we're in a whole new era where you don't just lead by example. Kobe, a la Michael Jordan, and arguably LeBron James too, right? So it'll be interesting to watch is all I mean. I have nothing else to say about it. But what else? Well, my favorite thing is the part where it is genuinely awkward and there's some silence. And that just means it's heading towards awkward if nobody talks for 20 seconds. Somebody has to get up and, say they have to go to the bathroom or something. Those are my favorite moments. I love being stuck in an elevator. I love being stuck out in the wilderness with people you don't know, in an Uber pool or something. They're all my favorite moments. Those are all my favorite moments. I like being next level down, perhaps up. I like being stuck in a cage with a wild animal. Maybe it's a horse and it's just a stall. Preferably there's an exit route, right? But I like to see when people have their back against the fence or whatever. So, I don't know. I mean, I suppose we could talk about that, but the whole point is just, if we don't really have any real segments on this show, and it seems to be that Joke of the Week is going to peter out and wither away and eventually evaporate, possibly this week now, because I got to throw these jokes into a longer act, right? I mean, the cute and the disposable jokes are fun, but then if I share them with you, then do you laugh on the other? So anyway, let's see. The number one segment here being look at the time, see how we're doing, and that me looking at the time means we're on this. It has become bare minimum the second half of the show, so we're entering the second 50% of the show. How much time do we got on the clock? It's not very much. Not very much at all. So I suppose we can try and make something out of nothing. And by that I mean, speaking of being stuck with your back against the wall or fence, my love life is in shambles. I can't really address it. I can't really talk to. I like to talk to, when it comes to issues involving the other team, which is female, I like to talk to 3 women or more. And that way, actually it would be 3 ideally, but 3 or more, I suppose, because, well, for instance, like, here's something I would ask if I ran into, this is not PG-13, but if I ran into a bunch of women at a bar. I've done this before, so it's on record. I suppose you could dig it up and you could accuse me of doing it later and try and take me down if you want. But if there's a bunch of women, then you have a chance of getting at the truth. You have a chance of, anyway. So I think you understand, one person's going to come out with a strong opinion. The next person is going to possibly come out with the opposite side. And then you'll have a third opinion being in the middle. I'm sure I've explained this in an earlier episode on sort of another topic, but maybe it was the same topic. My point is here, just trying to entertain here. At this point, running off the tracks here, going a little bit off the road, the rails here. And then this could sort of get into, I suppose, pickup line / joke of the week. I don't know, guys. I plan on this stupid segment dying, especially because I'm getting no feedback from it. But before we get out of here, and I told you I was going to keep last week's episode short, and it went on a little long. So before we get out of here, before a group of 8 women, when you only have 1 female and 1 dude that you're with, a group of 8 women begins to try and possibly get you nervous, I ask, only if this is appropriate, ladies, and tell me when to leave. Do you think you can fuck the religion out of someone? All right, guys, let's get out of here. Let's keep it short for once, huh? I would like to say that I'm doing okay in terms of trying to clear up my schedule and stuff like that, and I hope that you are as well. Maybe we found the title for this vlog this week. Maybe we haven't. But let me quickly look over my segments. You know what? I'm not doing any sweating this week. Again, you can't tell, so I why show? But we pretty much have done we've run out of all bits, all segments. I would like this thing to be a put the notes away, vlog heavy at this point. I mean, may you all get out there and talk to people. I just sit and record in front of the camera at this point to have virtual friends on the other side, right? And things to talk about, but not to get too boring. So if there's anything I missed in the news, surely I'll regret it, come up with it, and we could talk about it next week. But as far as just being more clear and understandable, that's my goal this week, is just to not bore anybody to death by sidetracking, because it only takes the smallest amount of rambling or going off track before I noticed even I, listening back to these things, will space out and completely enjoy my own thought in the moment, that sort of thing. So I apologize if I did it at any point in this one, but I don't think we have. And again, I'm just encouraging anybody that if they would want to do this, to do this. I want to make it look simple, like it's a thing that anybody can do. And so therefore, it's not quite a challenge, but if you want to look at it that way, that's fun too. Be like, well, if you think I suck, you do it. Fair enough. We can do both. We can come at it from both angles. But yeah, so there you have it. I love you guys, sincerely. But I hope you love me equally. So awkward. And I wish I could make more fun of you as well. All right, well, I mostly didn't work this week, so I'm not even saying that I got all that excited or that I have a great week or anything like that. But I'm passing the power along to you. Hope you have, and your long weekend and whatnot. And I hope you continue to do so. And I'll see you come 7 days or so. Alrighty. Cheers.